Hello. This video will discuss strategies for developing a strong thesis statement. This video is essentially a summary of the chapter by the same name in our Oregon Rights book. So why thesis statements are important? Have you ever known a person who was not very good at telling stories? You probably had trouble following his train of thought as he jumped around from point to point, either being too brief in places that needed further explanation or providing too many details on a meaningless element. Maybe he told the end of the story first, then moved to the beginning, and later added details to the middle. His ideas were probably scattered, and the story did not flow very well. When the story was over, you probably had many questions. So just as a personal anecdote can be a disorganized mess, an essay can fall into the same trap of being out of order and confusing. So that's why writers need a thesis statement to provide a specific focus for their essay and to organize what they are about to discuss in the body paragraphs. Just like a topic sentence summarizes a single paragraph, the thesis statement summarizes an entire essay. It tells the reader the point you want to make in your essay, while the essay itself supports that point. It's like a signpost that signals the essay's destination. So you should form your thesis before you begin to organize your essay, but you might find that it needs revision as the essay develops. So for every essay that you write, you must focus on a central idea. This idea stems from a topic you've chosen or been assigned to, or from a question your teacher asks. It's not enough to merely discuss a general topic or simply answer a question with yes or no. You have to form a specific opinion and then articulate that into a central idea, which is the main idea upon which you build your thesis. Remember that a thesis is not the topic itself, but rather your interpretation of the question or the subject. So for whatever topic your professor gives you, you have to ask yourself, what do I want to say about this? Asking and then answering this question is vital to forming a thesis that is precise, forceful, and confident. A thesis can be one long sentence or two shorter ones, and it appears toward the end of your introduction most frequently. It is specific and focuses on 1 to 3 points of a single idea, points that are able to be demonstrated in the body paragraphs of the essay. It forecasts the content of the essay and suggests how you will organize your information. So remember that a thesis statement does not summarize an issue, but rather dissects or analyzes it. A strong thesis statement contains the following qualities. Specificity. A thesis statement must concentrate on a specific area of a general topic. As you may recall, the creation of a thesis statement begins when you choose a broad subject and then narrow down its parts until you pinpoint a specific aspect of that topic. For example, healthcare is a broad topic, but a proper thesis statement would focus on a specific area of that topic, such as options for individuals without healthcare coverage. Precision. A strong thesis statement must be precise enough to allow for a coherent argument and to remain focused on the topic. If the specific topic is options for individuals with healthcare coverage, without healthcare coverage, then your precise thesis statement must make an exact claim about it, such as that limited options exist for those who are uninsured by their employers. You must further pinpoint what you are going to discuss regarding these limited effects, such as whom they affect and what the cause is. Ability to be argued. A thesis statement must present a relevant and specific argument. A factual statement often is not considered arguable. Be sure that your thesis statement contains a point of view that can be supported with evidence. Ability to be demonstrated. For any claim you make in your thesis, you must be able to provide reasons and examples for your opinion. You can rely on personal observations in order to do this, or you can consult outside sources to demonstrate that what you assert is valid. A worthy argument is backed by examples and details. Forcefulness. A thesis statement that is forceful shows readers that you are, in fact, making an argument. The tone is assertive and takes a stance that others might oppose. That's a good thing. And finally, confidence. In addition to using force in your thesis statement, you must also use confidence in your claim. Phrases such as "I feel" or "I believe" actually weaken the reader's sense of your confidence because these phrases imply that you are the only person who feels the way you do. In other words, your stance has insufficient backing. So taking an authoritative stance on the matter persuades your readers to have faith in your argument and open their minds to what you have to say. So take a moment here to pause this video, read these over, and see how each one of these meets the 6 requirements from the previous slide for a strong thesis statement. Pause here. Now that we've reviewed the contents of a good thesis statement and have seen examples, we're going to take a look at the pitfalls to avoid when composing your own thesis. So the first common pitfall is a thesis is weak when it is simply a declaration of your subject or a description of what you will discuss in your essay. So an example of this pitfall is, "My paper will explain why imagination is more important than knowledge." The next common pitfall is a thesis is weak when it makes an unreasonable or outrageous claim or insults the opposing side. So an example of this pitfall is, "Religious radicals across America are trying to legislate their puritanical beliefs by banning required high school books." The next common pitfall is a thesis is weak when it contains an obvious fact or something that no one can disagree with or provides a dead end. So an example of this pitfall is, "Advertising companies use sex to sell their products." And the last common pitfall is, a thesis is weak when the statement is too broad. An example of this pitfall is, "The life of Abraham Lincoln was long and challenging." So now we'll discuss some ways to revise your thesis or these weak thesis statements once you have an idea about the direction you're heading. You're going to see the term working thesis on this and the next few slides. A working thesis is one that you have come up with to get the ball rolling with writing your essay, but it will likely need to change and be revised as you further develop your ideas while writing the essay. So the first way to revise your thesis statement is to pinpoint and replace all the non-specific words, such as people, everything, society, or life, with more precise words in order to reduce any vagueness. So here we have the example of, "Young people have to work hard to succeed in life." And then the revised thesis is, "Recent college graduates must have discipline and persistence in order to find and maintain a stable job in which they can use and be appreciated for their talents." We see how the revised thesis makes a more specific statement about success and what it means to work hard. The working thesis includes too broad a range of people and does not define exactly what success entails. By replacing those general words like people and work hard, the writer can better focus his or her research and gain more direction on their writing. The second way to revise your thesis statement is to clarify ideas that need explanation by asking yourself questions that narrow your thesis. So the working thesis for this example states, "The welfare system is a joke." The revised thesis is, "The welfare system keeps a socioeconomic class from gaining employment by alluring members of that class with unearned income instead of programs to improve their education and skill sets." A joke means many things to many people. Readers bring all sorts of backgrounds and perspectives to the reading process and would need clarification for a word that's so vague. So this expression may also be too informal for the selected audience. By asking questions, the writer can devise a more precise and appropriate explanation for a joke. The writer should ask themselves questions similar to those 5 WH questions: who, what, where, when, why, and how. So by incorporating the answers to these questions into a thesis statement, the writer more accurately defines their stance, which will better guide the writing of the essay. The third way to revise your thesis statement is to replace any linking verbs with action verbs. Linking verbs are forms of the verb to be, a verb that simply states that a situation exists. So working thesis example for this is Kansas City school teachers are not paid enough. The revised thesis is the Kansas City legislature cannot afford to pay its educators, resulting in job cuts and resignations in a district that sorely needs highly qualified and dedicated teachers. The linking verb in this working thesis statement is the word are. School teachers are not paid enough. Linking verbs often make thesis statements weak because they do not express action. Rather, they connect words and phrases to the second half of the sentence. Readers might wonder, why are they not paid enough? But this statement does not compel them to ask many more questions. The writer should ask questions in order to replace the linking verb with an action verb, thus forming a stronger thesis statement, one that takes a more definitive stance on the issue. Who is not paying the teachers enough? What is considered enough? What is the problem? What are the results? Those are some examples of questions you might ask yourself. The fourth way to revise your thesis statement is to omit any general claims that are hard to support. So the working thesis for this example states, today's teenage girls are too sexualized. The revised thesis is, teenage girls who are captivated by the sexual images on MTV are conditioned to believe that a woman's worth depends on her sensuality, a feeling that harms their self-esteem and behavior. It is true that some young women in today's society are more sexualized than in the past, but that is not true for all girls. Many girls have strict parents and/or do not engage in sexual activity while in middle school and high school. The writer of this thesis should ask themselves the following questions. Which teenage girls? What constitutes too sexualized? Why are they behaving that way? Where does this behavior show up? What are the repercussions? We've made it through some important strategies for developing a strong thesis statement. So the key takeaways from this video are, proper essays require a thesis statement to provide a specific focus and suggest how the essay will be organized. A thesis statement is your interpretation of the subject, not the topic itself. A strong thesis is specific, precise, forceful, confident, and is able to be demonstrated and argued. A strong thesis challenges readers with a point of view that can be debated and can be supported with evidence. A weak thesis is simply a declaration of your topic or contains an obvious fact that cannot be argued. And depending on your topic, it may or may not be appropriate to use first-person point of view. And finally, revise your thesis by ensuring all words are specific, all ideas are exact, and all verbs express action. Thank you so much for watching, and good luck developing your thesis statements.